Good morning. Hello, hello. Welcome to your 30 days of Pilates.
Pilates.
Okay, so we are at day number 10. We're in the double digits. Yeah, oh yeah. And good morning, Debbie. Good morning, Diane. Welcome. Thank you for being here. So double digits. We are moving and grooving at this point. Hopefully you are feeling wonderful. Today, we are going to play with oppositional energy. All right, this idea of sort of pulling the muscles away from one another in opposition, which creates an amazing stretch, which also helps you to decompress your spine, which is our ultimate goal in Pilates, is to work on decompression because we are compressed all the time. And if we can work to decompress, it's amazing the amount of stress it gets out of your body, the amount of energy that increases in the body, and how your body mechanics and your movement becomes much more efficient. So ready to do that? I'm excited. All right. Something's happening with the viewers. It's like, I hope my reception's okay. I hope you guys, you see me okay? I know I lost a bunch of you. Debbie or Diane, is it okay reception wise? Okay, good. It's going back up. All right. Okay, we're good. All right. Thank you, Debbie. All right. So are you ready to sort of try this and make it work? Let me just center this. So, all right. Okay. So we're going to start lying down on your back. So just go ahead, lie down on your back. Let's get ourselves connected and ready. Okay. Now what you're going to do is really anchor the pelvis down on the mat. And as you do that, just draw your belly in and then connect those shoulder blades. Okay, so now this is a place where we can really feel our spine connected in that neutral positioning. When we start to straighten our legs is where it can get a little tight because we're getting our hips involved. So notice what happens when you straighten your legs. Where did your low back go? So this is where the first two-way stretch can happen. So if you click your heels together and sort of pull your inner thighs together, when you reach your legs away from you, I want you to start right at your upper abs, right where the lower ribs are. So if you can kind of pull those in and imagine energy from the top of your abs all the way down out through your toes, just really lengthening away from you. And you're maintaining your neutral pelvis the entire time. And then you have your lower abs, so right where your pelvis is. Your lower abs pull in, and their energy reaches up out of the crown of your head. So as your arms are lengthened and pressing down, like we've done in the past this week, I want you to just find this two-way stretch. When you do it, nothing changes in the shape of your spine as you're doing it. We're just connecting to that two-way energy stretch. And see if you can breathe into that. We don't want the ribs to pop or the low back to pop. One more breath. Now reaching the arms up towards the ceiling, we're going to stretch them back behind us. So take an inhale here. Exhale, stretch those arms back behind you. And can you feel that two-way stretch maybe a little bit deeper? It's challenging the two-way stretch by reaching the arms because our ribs are going to want to pop up. But really try to connect to that. So it's very active here. We're going to take an inhale as we breathe into our back. And then exhale, just flex up. Look at those toes. All right? And we want the longest flexion we can make. So we're not compressing into ourselves. Find your two-way stretch as you flex. Start to pump those arms. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just the longest breaths you can make. And just stay there and breathe. About 10 breaths. Good morning, Marianne. Oh, Sherry, you're here today. Awesome. I'm so glad you could make it live. Woohoo! So I've totally lost count, but hopefully in your head, you're counting to your 10 breaths. When you've done your 10, go back into that two-way stretch. Just anchor those heels, reach through the toes, reach through the crown of your head. I'm going to come up into a roll-up. If that's too much for you right now, just grab your legs and kind of pull on them to help roll yourself up. And we're just going to dive ourselves forward, and we're going to roll it up through the spine. All right, bending your knees. Let's squeeze our thighs together. And now we're going to pull our pelvis back, and we're going to roll back into a half roll back. And then I want you to dive your body up and over as you pull your belly back. Again, we roll back and then forward. One more time, roll back. Roll forward. Now I want you to roll back, and as you roll back, you're going to connect your elbows down onto your mat. Your feet stay where they are. Can you find that two-way stretch? Low abs out of the crown of the head, upper abs up, down, around to the toes. You feel that kind of pulling yourself away from one another, although you're still connected in the abs. Maintaining that, can you touch a thigh? Switch, touch a thigh. And let's just go back and forth without letting the pelvis tilt back and forth. And you can also do both at the same time if you're ready for that. Good. And then we just roll it down through the spine, back into that two-way stretch. Can you try to roll up again? See where you are, and dive it up and over. Good, and then roll it on back. From here, bend your right leg into a tabletop position. Again, you've got this crazy two-way stretch going on, so you're fully anchored. Stretch that leg to wherever you can, 5 circles each way. So my upper abs down through my leg are really anchored. When you've done 5, go 5 the other way. Good. And then we're just going to go ahead, bend that knee into the chest, lift the head, neck, and shoulders, and then just allow that leg to stretch up. Bring it back down, roll it down. Other leg to tabletop. This leg anchors from the upper abs downward. Good. And it's that same idea of connecting the rib to the hip. Stretch that leg up, 5 circles each way. How anchored can you be? Good. Low abs up, out through the crown of your head. Connect that torso. When you've done your 5, just roll it up. Get a little stretch here. Good. And then bend it in. We're going to bring our hips forward. We're going to come up into a little rolling like a ball position. Let's see if we can find that two-way stretch, even though we're in our little ball. So come up, hover the toes, and then just kind of let your body make the longest flexion it can make. Can you find your upper abs? And see if those upper abs can connect to your hips and feel as if your butt bones are pulling towards your heels. In opposition, your lower abs lift you up, so they lift your ribs up off your hips. Okay, keep that sensation as you go back and up, and you might get stuck. I'm having you connect in different ways. It's okay. We never judge. About 2 more. Good. And then just roll it back and allow those knees to pull into your chest. They don't collapse. You're actively pulling them as you anchor the pelvis. Take an inhale here. Exhale, flex yourself up and pull one leg in, one leg out. Pull, pull, switch, pull, pull. Let's go for 6, 5, 4. Good. 3, 2, 1. Can you hug both knees right into your armpit and try to lift your chest up a little higher? Perfect place for the two-way stretch. Ready? Upper abs out the feet. Lower abs out the crown of the head. And what you have going on is this crazy amount of cross energy happening in the center And that's why you're super connected, because you have that oppositional force really connecting you. 3, 2, 1. Can you bring those legs up and then just pull, 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 pull. 3, 2, 1. Both legs are going to go up. Take your hands on your head and your hands, really connect there. Now, as I reach my legs away from me, I'm reaching for my upper abs. And lift. My back is helping me as well. I have the back of my legs supporting me. But even though I'm lowering, I also have this connection of the lower abs out the crown of the head. So nothing pops, everything's connected. One more. Bend the knees, crisscross. Shoulder to knee. We've got 3, switch, 2, and 1. Excellent job. Come on in, roll it up, spine stretch forward. All right, so heels are down, and we have our seat pressing into the mat as we lift tall. So as you push your butt bones down into the mat, can you take your hip bones and pull them up to your ribs? You feel that oppositional force keeping you connected? Push your hands into the floor and feel your back muscles. Take an inhale, exhale as you dive. 3, 2, 1. Roll it up. Find that connection, two-way stretch. Again. My seat bones pull down. My hip bones pull up. What we're doing is we're decompressing all that tightness that happens down there. One more time. I'm going to have you like 5 inches. Reach your arms and take your arms out to the sides. We're going to rotate and then we're going to dive it for 3. Try to reach a little deeper, roll up and increase your twist. Other way. Rotate and dive it. 3, 2, 1. So keep going. You still have that anchor down, that lift up of the hips, and if it gets too much for you, bend your knees. Good. Got one more each side. You might start feeling things loosen up. That's awesome. Good, legs together. Let's turn it to our stomach. Bring your legs so they are together, heels together, inner thighs together, and take an inhale as you sort of just push your chest forward. Lengthen that chest forward as you push your feet in opposition. So stay right here. Can you find those upper abs? Pull those upper abs in and send energy out your toes. And lower down. Inhale up. Exhale down. At the same time, I'm pulling my low abs in. So I'm feeling my hip bones pull up towards my chest as well as inward towards my spine. 2 more. And 1 more. Good, and lower down. Let's come up to our elbows. All right, and again, find that two-way stretch. It's a great place to find it here. All right, pubic bone down, hip bones pull up. So I'm almost trying to pull my butt bones in one direction and my hip bones in the other, right? Kick, 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 kick. The cat is playing with something. Good, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold right there. Good, and then just let everything roll down, sitting your hips back to your heels. All right, I love finding the two-way stretch when we're on our side because it's a little bit different for our brain to try to find it, which is great for our brain because it keeps us sharp and focused. So take your legs to the front corner of your mat. Again, upper abs down to the toes, right? Got that? Lower abs up, out the crown of your head. And that center is just so energized and pulled in. Bottom leg down, top leg up. Let's kick our leg forward and back. And all the while, you're just maintaining your two-way stretch. 4, 3, good, 2, 1. Take your legs to meet each other, and now leg up, flex down. So you're trying to lift your leg while maintaining that two-way stretch. Yep. Good. And then just lift it up about hip height, and we're going to go forward, up, and back. Nice big circles, keeping that bottom leg anchored. So all the cues that I use each day, they're really all getting to the same place. Go 3 one direction, 3 the other. So if this two-way stretch isn't clicking with you, it's not changing the kind of the stuff that I'm teaching you. It's still this idea of a stable pelvis, belly pulled in, long spine, just different ways of thinking of it. Good. Hold right there. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to come up. Okay, so I'm going to keep my bottom leg down to start with. My top leg's going to go straight. So we're going to go into a little side plank first. So sort of anchor your shoulder on your back, and we're going to come up and find a nice sort of side plank where we're stable with our bottom leg. All right, and I want you to really feel the energy from the pelvis and find that two-way stretch. Now, you're going to increase your two-way stretch as you start to lift the hips and drop your head so it looks down towards the floor, and then we come back to center and find that straight two-way stretch, okay? So we lift the hips. From the hips, they lift up as we look down, stretch. Good. All right, you got one more. Anchor that arm right on your back and see how your hips and seat support you. Good. And then bring it down. Beautiful job. All right, other side. So legs, front corner. Okay, nice long spine. Your bottom leg is going to press down as your top leg lifts up. Nice long spine. Good, find that. And then forward and back. And notice the movement of your limb is trying to sort of challenge the stability of your spine and torso. So if you just focus on that two-way stretch, it should help you find some stability. Stability. 2 more. Anchor that bottom leg. Good. All right, so now heel on heel, point, flex. So if I didn't have my two-way stretch, what happens is I kind of go like this because there's nothing active going on in that torso. All right. Now lift it up about hip height. You're going to go forward, up, and back. As big of a circle as you can make while keeping stable. So again, that leg is trying to challenge us and challenge your stability. Once you've done 3, go the other way. Good life lessons. When we're moving every day, there's always stuff that's trying to challenge us, okay? If we stay focused on our center, we're good. All right, so roll that shoulder back, bend that bottom leg, straighten the top. You ready to come up into your plank? So anchor that arm on your shoulder, lift up into your side plank. Okay, great. All right, so now we are stable, right? Find your two-way stretch, your length in your spine, and start to lift from the pelvis and look down as you stretch over. Good, and come back to center. So this is the foundation of so many intermediate advanced exercises. So if we can get it here while we're supported, we're going to be a lot stronger when we add more intermediate advanced moves. Good. And lower that down. Amazing. All right, let's turn it. Lie down on your back. All right, get those. One of my favorites is the bridge. I think I put the bridge in every exercise, every workout, right? So good for you. Roll your hips up. All right, so equal weight on both feet. Find all 4 corners of each foot. Now, upper abs out the knees. Find that. So it's almost like you're trying to push your knees forward. Push your butt bones forward. Stay anchored on the mid-back. And then feel the low abs pull up to your chest and out your head. And we're just going to go down an inch, up an inch. Good. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold right there on 1. Now we're going to stay super stable. We're just going to take our right leg up. We're going to flex it up, hold right there, go down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. One more time. Keep pulling this leg towards your chest. Lower it down. Other side. Take it up, down, up, down, up. Keep pulling this leg towards your chest as you lengthen it up. Drop down, roll it down. Stretch your arms and your legs. See how our roll up is now. Up and over. You feel a little better. Let's pulse it. So as we stretch forward, we're pulling our belly back, that opposition, right? And then we're going to roll back. Pull that belly back as the legs reach forward. Ooh, another opposition. Try it again. We have 2 more of these. Keeping those arms on the back. The arms pull down on the back. The arms pull forward. Cool, right? All those points of opposition you can find. One more time. Good stretch. Feel that stretch. Pulse at 3, 2, 1. We're just going to roll it on up through the spine. Excellent. And I want to just end with sort of a little fun seal. So what you're going to do is you're going to just take sort of the edges of your feet together, the inside edges of your feet, bring them together, thread your arms through your inner thighs. So basically you're just holding your foot with the edges of your feet together. Okay, it's not the soles of your feet, the edges. And it's all about hip work. So I want you to press your arms into your thighs and your thighs into your arms. Can you connect and find your hips there? And then give yourself just a little rolling like a ball position. So you're in the longest flexion you can make. And you're just going to open your legs, pull them together. Open, pull. Do you feel your hips doing that? Okay, that's what I want. All right, so we've done, let's do a few of them here just to get it. And then connect them. And now we're going to roll back and try to get 3 here. And then 3 up. So the point of the clap is to stay on your back for a little bit. So if you can't clap back there and you find you're losing balance, just do the clap in the front or get rid of the clap. Good, got one more. Good, and then just settle into a little crisscross position. And if you're not comfortable crisscross, just go into a diamond shape. And let's just sort of anchor our feet down as we lift tall, finding our 2-way stretch here. My hip bones pull down, my butt bones pull down. And I'm pulling my hip bones up to my chest. See if that changes the way you sit. So today I want you to get this position down when you're sitting. Don't overdo it, but just feel the anchor of your seat bones simultaneously pulling the hip bones up. And see if that helps you at all to stay straighter or not. We don't want to be rigidly straight, but finding more length in that spine. Okay. Take a giant inhale as we reach our arms up. And then exhale, just pull those hands right into your center. Really good job. How do you feel? Hello, guys. We got Debbie and Diane and Marianne and Sherry. Awesome. How do you guys feel? Girls feel, sorry. My cat wants to be in this video.
You can.
Yeah, well, I just don't want him to scratch the mat. Good, Diane, I'm glad. You feel great, sweet. That is what it's about. And anytime you guys have questions, just use the comment section and I can make another video, like the next video about your question. Oh, good, Sherry. Awesome. That's great. You're welcome, Marianne. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys here. And I will be back tomorrow with another 15-minute for you. And again, use the comments and let me know if there's something specific you want to work on and I will make a video. Hey, Suzanne, you're here too. No, we can't see you, but I can read you. Hi, welcome. Glad you could make it. All right. Thanks, everyone. And I will see you tomorrow, okay? Awesome. Suzanne says hi.
So